Good evening. It's Dave again at Focus Fitness, and I wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about food. We're starting our Kickstart here, which is a 28-day nutritional-based challenge where we teach people how to eat the right amount of food in the right time in the right types. So that got me thinking about how much is enough and how often should we eat. This is going to be a very blanket recommendation. I don't know your specific circumstances, and there's a lot of things out there that work for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons. I'm fairly agnostic. Me personally, I'm a pretty much on the kind of paleo side of things, maybe a little bit of autoimmune paleo. I mean, it's all about learning yourself and what works for you. I know ketogenic is the rage and a lot of people do it. It's just Atkins 3.0 or something. It's, I think keto is great for certain people. But honestly, whatever works for you. I wanted to talk mostly about what I think is very appropriate for the majority of people. So if weight loss or fat loss is your goal, I think eating 3 to 4 times a day for a woman and maybe 4 to 5 times a day for a man is best. Figuring out the right amount of calories that you need for you is probably the place to start. And there's some very blanket recommendations. Taking your body weight and multiplying that by 10 to 12 calories per pound of your body weight is a good one. So if you weighed 200 pounds and weight loss was your goal, then you would eat 2,000 to 2,400 calories. Dividing that evenly throughout the day is good. I still think eating every 3 to 4 hours is okay. I think again, there's a spectrum. I'm kind of in the middle. And so I think some people go too far between meals, and I think some people snack too much. So I think 3 to 4 hours is a nice window. I'm not going to get into intermittent fasting either. Again, there's a lot of different things that work for a lot of different reasons. But for most people, if you're completely lost and you're looking for a little bit of help and guidance, I'm going to say shoot for 12 calories per pound of your body weight and divide that by 4 if you're a woman and by 5 if you're a man. And that's how many times a day you need to eat and the amount of calories you need to get per meal. There's really easy ways then to portion those meals as far as macronutrients. I also believe in balance. I think sort of like a zone diet, Mediterranean diet is kind of zone based, but 30 to 40% carbs, 30 to 40% protein, 30 to 40% fat, equal thirds of all of those works really well. Again, that's maybe another topic. What is a carb? What is protein? What is fat? So equal sizes, equally portioned throughout the day, based on your caloric need. So I had that question earlier in the day. Earlier this week, another client. How much calories do I need per meal? So here's a 240-pound gentleman. I would say, for someone super active, you might go more than 12, but for a general person trying to do weight loss, about 12. So he needed, I think 26, around whatever the math of 12 times 240 is. And then you want to divide that by 4 or 5 times a day. He's 4 or 5 meals a day, to get that for him. You also don't want to have too big a meal, like I would think there's some people that say, I've heard, and I think it really works, that you can digest about 100 to 200 calories an hour. So if you're eating every 4 hours, you want to eat like a 400 calorie meal, maybe up to 800, but I think might be pushing it a little bit. So, if you eat 400 calories, you're going to burn 100 calories. In 4 hours, you're going to get hungry, give or take, right? So that's another way to look at your timing and calories. Throwing a lot of information out there. I just wanted to put it out there because these are things that I think about and questions that I get asked. So take your body weight and multiply it by 12. That's for someone whose goal is weight loss, fat loss, and who's also maybe fairly sedentary, not really active. Divide that by 4 if you're a woman, divide that by 5 if you're a man. That gets you the calories you need per meal. And then take that calories and split it into thirds. We'll go into another lesson on another time on how many calories are in fat and protein and what are all those things. But you can use tools like MyFitnessPal, and you can start logging your food, and they have a nice little pie chart that you can start to see, how many percentage of what macronutrients, but try to get a nice pretty pie chart where it's thirds of the 3 macronutrients, and I think you'll be good. That's a lot on how I feel about food, but it's just some good baselines. I think equal portions, equal balance of macronutrients, and equal to even timing throughout the day. That's the key. I think it's the best. So if you haven't done anything or you're super irregular, just start there. If after a while you're not getting results from that, then that's when you might look at other things. Maybe you have conditions, right? Maybe you have imbalances in macronutrients. Maybe you have hormonal imbalances. Maybe you're postmenopausal for a woman, or you're getting older for a man and you have low testosterone. I mean, there's plenty of other environmental things, and also maybe not environmental, but things that go on inside of you that can make your particular circumstances different. So these are just very general recommendations, but they're a place to start. So hopefully you found that helpful. I hope you're having a great evening. If you want a little more guidance, please reach out to us. Our Kickstart is, we're wrapping up signups in the next couple of days. So either message us on Facebook or comment on this post if you're interested in Kickstart. And other than that, I hope you have a great evening and you're a little bit smarter now for watching this video. Thanks. Bye.